Well, I figured I'd get a new video of the pond with the new camera, show what I've been working on over here. I've been working on some kinks and stuff. A few things were going wrong. Basically, this is the major feature to it is the waterfall. I've got a fire pit that comes off next to it, which was a bad idea to put a fire pit here, but then again, I'm limited for space. There's not much room, and I wanted something convenient, so I just brought some of the rocks around. I need to do more work to that area to contain fire better. But basically, water comes through the pump to the top, and I gotten the first, I guess the first 3 tiers are already finished and have waterfall foam and everything. That's why the water's running over the tops of the rocks instead of underneath or around them. I'll get a better close up so you can see it. This is one of my favorite, one of the best parts of it. Let you just hear it for a minute. Pretty relaxing. I'd like to get a stronger pump eventually, and maybe double or triple the water flow coming through here. I also have the pump is split up to 2 areas. It's coming through a 1-inch line here. You can see that black flexible pipe. That flexible pipe comes off of a solid 1-inch PVC, which branches off to another stream on the other side of the yard. Water quality is actually pretty good right now. You can see there's a lot of algae and dirt buildup in there. Instead of it being a black, you can just see all the dirt and stuff. It's growing algae. There's one of my fish. That's the only goldfish in this pond right now. He's about a year old. He's probably 7 inches, maybe 8 inches long. I don't feed him. He just eats algae and whatever he finds in the pond. It's perfectly healthy. There's also, every now and again, you'll see there's 5 catfish that are native to the area. They were caught in a creek about a quarter mile away. And there's a bass, a largemouth bass. He's about the same size as this fish that you're seeing. And there's also a number of crawfish in there somewhere, but I made a mistake when I built this pond. Off to the left side over here near where I'm pointing, there's a cave that goes in about 1 foot at the very bottom. It's a little over 3 foot deep down there, and there's a bunch of rocks and stuff where most of the fish are hiding around in there. There's also gaps in the lining every now and again, and they'll hide up in there. You can see right here, there's kind of a gap. There's probably something hiding down there. Anyhow, this is the newer feature that I've added on. This pond's been existing for probably about a year. I've just been fooling around, get my waterfall right before I moved on. Had to make sure everything was worked out over here. This was the major learning area where I learned a lot on what to do next time differently. But basically the water's just overflowing right here. Got it lined with a couple stones right now. I need a lot more stone, but it just goes up under the deck here. Eventually I'm gonna, probably from this post right here all the way up to the door, I'm gonna put plexiglass, and I'll line it with I'll put decorative rocks all over the place there, and kind of work on the stream a little bit more. I got to do some backfilling in some areas. You can see it gets, it doesn't move so much down here, and there's it's deeper, so it's good because it's a good area for dirt to settle out. You can see there's a bunch of balls down in there. Those come out of the filter box. My pump is too big to fit them in there, and those just provide biological filtration. Algae and such will grow in there. Here's my little chair that I sit and chill on. This is the newer part of the project down here. You can see there's that 1-inch main I was talking about, and it's coming from the pump is inside that box right there. I added on this area just a couple days ago. I have a lot more digging to do, and up against that path there, that concrete pad, I might bust it out and plant some shrubs or something there so I can get some shade on the water surface. Right now it's in pretty much full sun from about noon through the rest of the day. The sun sets over that way, so you can see the whole day it's in direct sunlight. I moved my King Midas cichlid in there yesterday. You can see a little orange guy right near that filter box there, right under that pipe. You can see his tail fins. He doesn't like it in here too much. He hasn't adjusted yet, but I'm hoping that once this area is finished, you know, he'll have several hundred gallons to swim in. I had to get him out of the inside aquarium. He kept antagonizing the other fish. But eventually, up to about where my foot is here, actually where my foot is, I'm going to excavate down. Where you see the water level is the finished level of the pond. That's I might be able to get another inch or two taller than that. But the rest of the area around here is going to have a retaining wall of some sort built, and it's going to have to be excavated out. Right here is going to be the biggest problem area, probably from let's see, I'll zoom in, probably from where I'm zooming in on all the way following across right here will be a retaining wall, and it'll probably only be 1 block high by the time it gets on the other side. But that'll be necessary for a final look. You don't want a pond to be all uneven as it is right now. I just wanted to get something here going so I can get this fish outside. But I do have a whole bunch of extra liner here, and I'll be able to, right now I got about 100 and probably 150, maybe 200 gallons of water here, and on this side, and eventually I'll be able to have up to like 600 maybe with the amount of liner I have here. You can see right there, there's a T coming off of the, there's a threaded T coming off of the 1-inch line, and it goes to a flex pipe used for irrigation actually, and it comes across here through my mess. This is all still under construction. It will be for a little bit until I figure everything out and spend the money on it. Right here I'm going to have a bog area. I'm going to have probably a 1 foot tall wall going across the area that I just panned, and I'll probably have a 50 or 100 gallon area there for bog plants. I was doing some studies, and pretty successfully actually. This right here is daylily, and it's just bare rooted. It's got some Bermuda in it too that's kind of encroached and started growing, but it's very good for natural filtration. So I went ahead, I got some other plants potted up, I just threw them in here for now. But pretty much the stream just runs through. There's a begonia test right here, that plant that you see in the center. This begonia, there's another, there's some more Bermuda that's encroached in here, which is perfectly fine, I don't care. This whole area, I just want to be kind of a natural filtration area with native plants, stuff like that. Here's a small test of my daylily, and they've been doing pretty good. You can see how green this is. It appears very healthy. These are young plants earlier this year. They haven't bloomed this year. Probably next year they will. Transplanted them to this property from one of my clients. They didn't want them anymore. I've got a number of filter cartridges like this from that you use on a fish tank. You can see the amount of dirt that's collecting there. So any filtration is good filtration when I don't have UV or anything. It's a rosemary test right here. Just seeing how it'll do. I had it sitting on the concrete testing its drought tolerance, I guess you could say, for about 2 months, and it's still alive. So I added it on here. I don't have to water it now. and its roots can just grow on out into the stream. But basically this is the pond. I'll zoom in on Fred here. He moved positions. That's my King Midas. His color is actually a lot better today than it was yesterday when I first put him in. He was very pale yesterday, but you can see he's going to the shaded area right up next to that filter box. He's been chilling next to it pretty much since I put him in here. So eventually in the near future I do need to continue this area on to a greater depth. It'll give some good shade, because right now only about half the area and the deeper section over here is shaded. But it's a work in progress. Here's another look at my little fire pit. I'm going to dig this out a little bit and finish some stonework around it. I might use some sort of mortar natural stone or something to experiment with in that area. But I do need more retaining wall blocks here. I gotta continue the wall on and hide all the rest of the liner. Done a decent job at the top part hiding the liner. Still need some smaller stones to fill in. And let's see if we can't find another fish in the pond. And it's late in the day, there's not much activity. When the sun goes down, they start coming out early in the morning. That's all for now, I guess, over in that area. Here's the good view of the truck lettering. Got all kinds of crap in the back right now. I'm just told the guys today the area where I'm panning to, where I zoomed in, that panel right there is going to have cursive characters. Did say licensed and insured. We forgot that step in the design process. Hey Marty, how are you? I got you on my video. I just got the DOT stickers today. Put them on. That was quite a hassle. That's it for now. I'll take another shot when I do some more work to this whole area here. Just need some time and some funds to do it, and I'll get her done.